In the 8th century, China stood at the center of the world. The Tang Dynasty ruled an empire of art, poetry, and power. Its capital, Chang'an, was the largest city on earth. A crossroads of cultures, ideas, and trade. Silk flowed west. Gold flowed east. Under Emperor Xuanzong, peace seemed permanent. But history rarely warns before it turns. From the empire's northern frontier rose a powerful figure. An Lushan. Born of mixed steppe and Central Asian heritage. He understood both worlds China feared and needed. A gifted commander. He was placed in charge of massive border armies. Trust followed him. Power followed trust. And slowly, the balance shifted. While soldiers guarded the frontiers, the imperial court drifted into excess. Politics replaced discipline. Favor replaced merit. The emperor withdrew into luxury, guided by advisors who protected their own influence. Armies grew independent. Warnings went unheard. The empire glittered, even as its foundations weakened. Accusations of treason began to circle An Lushan. Whether real or imagined, the threat was clear. Arrest meant execution. In the winter of 755, An Lushan made a choice that would cost millions of lives. He raised his banners and marched. Rebel armies surged south with terrifying speed. City after city fell without resistance. Local officials fled. Garrisons surrendered. The Tang military, unprepared and divided, collapsed in shock. What had taken generations to build began to fall in months. Luoyang, the eastern capital, stood unprotected. When the rebels entered the city, imperial authority vanished. An Lushan declared himself emperor. The mandate of heaven, once unquestioned, was shattered. The Tang Dynasty had lost its legitimacy. Panic reached the imperial court. Rebel forces approached Chang'an. Emperor Xuanzong fled the capital under cover of darkness. Officials, soldiers, and servants flooded the roads. The empire's heart was abandoned. Without a fight. As the emperor fled, his own soldiers turned on him. They blamed the court. They blamed corruption. And they blamed Yang Guifei, the woman closest to the throne, to restore order. She was executed. The emperor wept. But the empire continued to burn. What followed was 8 years of devastation. Armies clashed across the heart of China. Cities emptied. Fields went unplanted. Famine followed war. Disease followed famine. Tens of millions perished. One of the deadliest conflicts in human history. The land itself seemed to collapse. Power breeds suspicion. Suspicion breeds betrayal. An Lushan was murdered by his own son. Rebel leaders fought each other. Control fractured into warlord rule. Violence consumed all sides. With no victor in sight. Desperate, the Tang court sought foreign aid. Uyghur cavalry crossed into China. Together, they slowly crushed the rebellion. In 763, the last rebel strongholds fell. The Tang Dynasty survived. But survival came at an unbearable cost. The empire that emerged was not the one that fell. Population had collapsed. Regional generals ruled like kings. The emperor's authority was symbolic, no longer absolute. The Golden Age was over. The An Lushan Rebellion did not end the Tang Dynasty. But it ended the world that made it great. Power once lost is never fully reclaimed. And history remembers this moment, when one rebellion changed China forever. If this story moved you, join ApexTV_PH and explore history like never before. Subscribe now.